Aloha and welcome to Island Driver TV. Here's what's coming up in the next half hour. We head out to Iwilei to catch up with the VW Club for a good cause. Find out who's benefiting. Then Rachel McMahon heads over to the auto swap meet and hopes to find parts to build her dream car. And Ed Kemper checks out some classics at the Antique Club. So get in that couch, buckle up, because Island Driver TV starts now.
If you love cars, if you're looking to buy one, or if you need an automotive tip, keep watching, because Island Driver TV starts now. Get behind the wheel of the latest cars with Ed Kemper. Take a look at locals and their sweet rides. Learn what it's like to drive some of Hawaii's most unusual vehicles, plus a whole lot more. Island Driver TV.
Welcome to Island Driver TV. I'm Rachel McMahon. We're at the BMW Swap Meet where one man's trash is another man's treasure. Let's go on a treasure hunt. We're here at the first tent. Notice we got some Hot Wheel cars here, always classic. My brother and I grew up collecting these. We got some gassers, we got some Mack trucks, and we have a 1967 grill from a Nova. I got an idea. I'm gonna build a car today. Got a socket set. Oh, I got a steering wheel too. Stir 4 on the floor, we're on our way. I'm here with Tio, and I need some parts for my motor. Will that fit in my 350 67 Nova?
No, it won't. It fits a big block Chevy.
Oh, too big, okay. Well, how about if I take this license plate? I'm gonna have to start somewhere, at least be legit.
Sure, you can have that one.
Thank you so much. Hey, Ted, I'm building a 1967 Nova. I got a license plate, a shifter, and a grill, and a steering wheel. I need some rims. Will any of these fit my car?
Oh, sorry, these are Chevrolet, but they're for a truck, so good luck. Hope you find
okay,
some.
thank you so much.
All right, got it.
I've always wanted a 1967 Nova, and I'm on my way. I see you have a fuel injection system here, Rod. Tell me about that. Would that fit in my ride?
Only if it was a 4-cylinder.
Oh, how come?
Well, because it used to be a 8-cylinder, but now it's a 4 because we cut it in half to make a 4-cylinder.
Oh, bummer. Thank you so much.
But that'll fit in there.
Oh, what's that?
That's a torque converter.
Maybe I could take that one. That one will fit, and that one too?
Yeah, you got to talk to Justin over at Kalakaua Converters, though.
I'm building my 1967 Chevy Nova. What are the chances, Steve, that one of these transmissions will fit in my car?
All 3 transmissions will fit in your car.
Which one's the best?
The best one will be the center one.
Oh, cool, I'll take it. I'm building my 1967 Nova. I got my shifter, my grill, my steering wheel, my license plate, and I'm almost there. I got my transmission, and now I found my axle rose. I'm on my way with my 1967 Nova. I got my license plate, my grill, my muffler. I have my converter, 2 tires, a bucket seat, steering wheel, and her shifter 4 on the floor. Just a few thousand more parts to go, and you'll be seeing me driving around in my dream car.
It's only a matter of time until this happens to your car. You can either go to a body shop or go to Mirage Paintless Dent Repair. Mirage specializes in the craft of paintless dent repair. It's the art of removing minor dings and dents without the use of fillers or repainting.
At Land Rover Honolulu, we only use Mirage Dent Repair because he makes them disappear.
Paintless Dent Repair is 1/3 of the cost of traditional body shops. We offer a mobile service to your home or office. Most repairs are finished within 16 minutes. The original paint stays intact and there's a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
If you have a dent, call my dad, 368-5584.
There's 40 or 50 cars here at this show. I'd love to find out about the cause. Bridget, can you tell us a little about this cause today?
Well, this is where the VW show meets once a year, and they do a toy drive, food drive, and other types of toiletries and things that they donate for the IHS Women and Family Shelter. They do this once a year for us. They serve lunch to all of our guests, and then we have a little car show, and our executive director, Connie Mitchell, will pick her favorite cars out of the bunch, and they will get a very large trophy.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to go find my favorite car.
It's going to be hard to find.
I'm with Nicole. Tell me about your bug.
The 1961 Volkswagen. Got roof racks, it's stock. Got a 1776 engine in it. and it goes fast.
Nice. Thank you so much. I know that Volkswagen and Porsche share the same engine, but wait a minute. Tell me a little about this little emblem here on the front.
I don't know. We bought the car like that, and it stands out. So it looks like the Volkswagen and a Porsche.
This car is known as the Battleship. Kavika, tell me a little about why it's called the Battleship.
Because it's made to burn rubber every day, all day. It's a 1958 Volkswagen with sweet tweed interior. The motor's not stock. It's a 2332 third and fourth trans. It moves pretty good. I built it from a stock. I got it all stock and I tore it all apart. Did my own touches.
I love the moonroof too. Nice touch.
Yeah, most ladies like that. You can go topless.
I'm with Wayne and his car, family tradition. It definitely caught my eye. Please tell me about the features of this car, the motor, the paint job, all of it.
Well, when I bought the car, it was the same original paint. I did the fender. It took me hours in the garage to do that original Hawaiian flag fender. The name of the car is because my family all have Volkswagens. So I figured that would be a proper name for it. The engine, it's a 1904. I got VZ cam, street eliminator heads, 48s, of course. Totally rebuilt the whole engine, me and my friend Ed. It's a 1966 from the west side.
So keeping the family tradition going, who's going to take over and carry the baton to keep family tradition in the line?
Well, it's got to be my kids. We got to keep it going.
I'm with Josiah and his family. He has 4 Volkswagens in his entourage, and right now we're sitting in a 21-window bus. Please tell me about this beautiful bus.
Yes, this is a 21-window 1964 bus that currently we have. It's my wife's one, one of 4. We take it out on car cruises, car shows. We like to do a lot of events like donations, food drives, Toys for Tots and whatnot. But whatever we can get back to the community, and it always turns heads because it's it's just something about this bus that makes it gravitates to the young and the old.
Anything you'd like to tell us about the motors or the features of the vehicle?
It's sitting on airbags front and back. Just a lot of work's been put into it. Not completely done yet, but it's a daily driver. We can just go around. It's kind of like a beater, and everybody just kind of wonders why we take it out because it's kind of on that price range where you can sell it for a lot of money nowadays.
Whoa, that's awesome. Thank you so much for telling me about this exquisite vehicle. I understand this car is called the Ladybug. I'm here with Rudy and Bernie. I would love to know more about the interior and the engine.
My husband built this car for me.
Oh, okay. Tell me about it.
Well, the interior is an ostrich interior with a 2110 motor with third and fourth trans. That's basically it. The paint job is a candy wineberry with silver flakes.
Could you tell me a little about the wheels? I noticed that there's a Porsche emblem down there.
Oh, it's a replica. Porsche alloys are 5.5 in the front and 8 in the back.
I'd also like to talk about the top. Can you tell me a little about that?
Well, it's just a rag top. It's original. It's not grafted or anything. It's original.
Is this a daily driver?
No, it's not. It stays in the garage.
What do you drive?
A Lexus.
Nice. We're back here at the Battleship. Kavika, I heard you won an award.
Second place, IHS fundraiser. Thank you guys for coming out.
Director's Choice. Thank you so much for joining us with Island Driver TV. Till next year, 2018, IHS Volkswagen Car Show.
Can I help you?
Do you have a replacement for this oxygen sensor?
Oh, yeah. Watch this. Hey, Rick, what do you think?
Zirconium dioxide, 5-wire. Yeah, we got that. That's part number 24302.
What aisle?
Third.
Shelf?
Second. From the bottom.
That's like a superpower, like a strange and specific superpower.
I heard that.
Let me get that for you.
Thank you, Rick.
You're welcome.
Quality parts.
Helpful people.
That's Napa know-how.
Living in Hawaii, you need the best, and WeatherTech floor mats from Wetokoli are the perfect choice. When those unfortunate accidents happen and your plate lunch goes to the floor, WeatherTech mats will be there to protect, and they're easy to clean. Deep channels trap water, dirt, mud, and sand, and they're available for hundreds of makes and models, so no matter what you drive, you'll find a perfect fit. WeatherTech floor mats. Find them at Wetokoli on Dillingham, just ever of Kalihi Street.
Welcome to Island Driver TV. The Antique Car Club of Hawaii is having a gathering at Triangle Park in Kahala, and we're going to check out the vehicles and talk to the owners. So you can never tell what kind of car this fellow Chuck has. Just look at his hat and his t-shirt and the car behind me. It happens to be a Nash. And what year is it?
It's a 1955 Nash Rambler.
So I see it. It's a very interesting color. How would you describe that?
Almost original, and 55 was the era of this. It's kind of a coral color.
Well, tell us about the super horsepower that this particular car has.
This has got a little flathead 6 in it. It's 196 cubic inches basically, and it gets me over the Pele, and it drives just fine.
Okay, and an automatic or stick?
This one is a hydromatic.
Ah.
Nash bought hydromatics from GM.
So like 3-speed?
Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you had it?
I've had this about 2 years. I found it of all places out in Makaha.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was the person doing with it out there?
Well, I saw it on Craigslist, and I said, being a Nash guy, I gotta go look at least. And it was sitting in a shed, roof only, no walls, covered in bird poop to block off the ocean. So I said to the man, if you get it so it'll start, I can drive around the block and stop, I'll buy it. A week later, he said, come on over and take a test drive.
Wow. So how many miles did it have on it then?
Right now it's got 32,688.
Oh, geez, barely broken in. And I'm still under warranty, I'm sure.
Well, it must be. But, it's been in multiple states on the mainland, but it's never been in snow, so there's no salt wear on the undercarriage or anything.
So how frequently do you drive it?
I try to drive it at least once a week to keep the fluids moving.
Oh, good. So we'll take a look at the car in more detail. Thanks. So in keeping with the theme, Bill has his Oldsmobile shirt, Oldsmobile hat, and behind me is his Oldsmobile. It has a little story as to why he bought it.
Okay, as a child at 16 years old, young man I guess, my grandfather back in Georgia gave my brother and I an acre of peanuts each. We sold the peanuts at the end of the season and got $500 between the two of us. I was the older of the two. So I got on the back of a friend's motorcycle and we ride down to Tallahassee, Florida, 90 miles. At 16 years old with $500 cash, I go down and buy a car. You couldn't do that today, but I buy the car and had $10 left. Drive the car back, and so that was my junior and senior year in high school. I was one of the only kids around with a car, and I loved it. Then I went to the Navy, and my brother had the car for his 2 last years in high school.
And it was an Oldsmobile.
It was an Oldsmobile, just like this one here, except ours was a 2-door, did not have the visor on it, and it was the green color that we have on the bottom, and then it was two-tone in that it was light green on top.
So when did you get this one?
Got this one about a year ago. Had been looking for one all over the place for about 20 years. Not looking hard, but going to different places and looking for a car. And we'd be riding the roads, my wife and I say, we got to find me a 50Os. But we never found one. We found a lot of junk, getting modified and all that. But then right here on Oahu, within about 2 miles of my house, the thing appeared. A Navy guy had it, was going to rebuild it. It looked a little worse than now. And he kind of ran out of time and didn't, so he put it up for sale, and I jumped on it.
And this has got a V8 engine, overhead valves.
That's correct.
How much horsepower?
135.
And automatic?
Yes, sir. 4-speed automatic.
4-speed?
Yep.
So it's a beautiful paint job. And did you have to do any chrome work or anything like that?
No chrome work, just a lot of polish, elbow grease, but had it painted here with a local guy and had new upholstery put in it. And then I have a console in the middle that I put in it. It's the only thing that's different about the car.
Well, thanks. Great story. So keeping with the theme, we have Fred, who is the commander-in-chief of the Hawaii Antique Club. He does have the proper hat because it's Ford Model A, which is the car behind us. But his shirt is a mixed plate because it isn't all Fords. But anyway, tell us about your particular Ford.
Okay, thank you. Today I brought in my 1930 Ford Model A standard Phaeton. So it's 40 horsepower, mechanical brakes, restored as it was originally in 1930.
So how is it different from the famous Model T, which sort of started the Ford Revolution?
The Model T started in 1908 and ended in 1927, and though the motor is pretty similar, a 4-cylinder flathead, the Model A has 4-wheel brakes instead of 2, electric start, electric lights, and is mostly all steel body, so it's a much improved Model T.
So the Model T had hand crank to start it up?
Hand crank from 1908 until into the teens. They kept the hand crank all the way along until the end of production when they finally added a starter. But the early ones were all hand cranked.
Wow. So what have you done to this particular one?
This one, nothing. Unlike my other cars I've had over the years, this one was restored locally. Originally came from San Francisco, where it was assembled, and was sent to Kauai. And it's actually pieced together of several cars, all the best parts put together, and was restored in the early 1990s.
I hate to ask this question because the IRS may be watching, but what do you think the value of these are at this point in time?
Good question. Sad news is they haven't changed much. One like this is about $30,000.
Really?
Back in the 1990s, they kind of peaked, and the collectors who are mostly interested in this are guys who grew up in the 1950s and 60s, had these as their first hobby car in high school or college, and now they're moving on. So the top speed of a car like this for cruising is really about 50 miles an hour. They don't stop quick, they don't steer wells, so people now want more modern cars. So it hasn't changed. About 30 for one like this.
But this is a real attention draw, I can see.
It is. It looks like $1 million to a lot of people. So it's a lot of show for not a whole bunch of money.
That's it for the IRS. One thing you can say about having antique cars in any area is it attracts a lot of attention. Very interesting, and hopefully next year they'll have a bigger crowd of vehicles for the antique gathering here at Triangle Park in Kahala.
Aloha! Kia has come out with the new Forte this model year. It's a compact sedan, but it's more upgraded. It looks like it's a speedier model, and its gas mileage has gone up, and we're going to get behind the wheel and find out what it's all about.
For the 2019 model year, Kia has performed a major redo of its compact four-door sedan. Besides a major restyling, dimensions have been changed, and a new transmission has made an appearance to increase fuel mileage. On the styling front, Kia has borrowed from its new performance relative, the Stinger. The grille, while retaining the now standard Kia look, has been narrowed, and the headlights are no longer attached to it. Overall length has gained about 3 inches, and width gained almost an inch. Perhaps more dramatic, the front windshield has been pushed back, and the trunk has been shortened. Performance-looking alloy wheels round out this good-looking remake. Price-wise, this well-equipped sedan starts at about $18,000. Under the hood, only one power plant is available, in the form of a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine producing 147 horsepower. Unlike many sedans these days, a 6-speed manual transmission is the base gear shifter. New this year is a continuously variable transmission automatic, commonly called CVT. With this setup, fuel mileage is a very good average of 34 miles per gallon. Acceleration is somewhat modest with a 0 to 60 time of 8.9 seconds. A number of safety items are either standard equipment or available options. Standard items include collision avoidance and warnings, as well as lane departure and assistance. A number of formerly luxury features are standard equipment. A very large 8-inch iPad-like video screen handles a number of features, from the stereo to using your smartphone apps. The colorful screen is controlled by touch as well as dials and buttons below it. Below that area is a dual automatic climate system. Simply spin the big dials to set the temperature and forget it. Somewhat surprising is the amount of room in the rear seat area. In the Forte, legroom and interior height can handle adults with relative ease. Besides the floor handle, the trunk can be opened with the press of a button on the key. Inside, there's a good amount of room. 2 handles on top of the trunk opening can be pulled to drop the 60/40 seat backs for carrying larger items. On the road, the engine in normal operation is reasonably quiet, but at higher RPMs it can be heard. The CVT automatic, which technically has no gears, simply moves the car along with no notable big changes in the engine speed. Even with the relatively short wheelbase, the suspension absorbs most of the rough roads it goes over. All in all, the new Forte is a better-looking compact sedan. Added to that is the new transmission, which assists in providing good fuel mileage. And of course, Kia has great warranties, which certainly adds to the equation. If this sedan sounds interesting to you, visit Aloha Kia on all the major Hawaiian islands.
When you're looking for quality seat covers in the color and pattern you want, there's really only one choice: Wetokole. It's a company with humble beginnings in Hawaii, and now each cover is custom-made at the sprawling Wetokole factory in California. They stock hundreds of patterns from decades of vehicles, so no matter what make or model you have, they'll be able to custom-make seat covers that fit snugly and securely. When new models come out, Wetokole is there to measure and make new patterns that fit exactly right. You can choose from thousands of color and pattern combinations so you get exactly what you want. Each cover is made of quality, damage-resistant materials, including neoprene layered wood nylon on both sides, making it twice as strong. Accidentally get a rip? No problem. Wetokole is a family business in the USA and can easily take care of it. They not only protect your seats, but are easy to clean. Wetokole seat covers can handle the punishment of rain and snow and sand and mud. And did we mention they're pet resistant?
We just had bracket on our seat covers, trying to show everybody how this hair comes off. Wipes right off the covers, just like that. All dog hair.
Wetokole. Stop by our Honolulu showroom at 1727 Dillingham Boulevard. You work hard all day long. And when it's time to play, you play just as hard. And through it all, your Wetokole seat covers are working hard too, taking the punishment you give them and defying the effects of dirt, sand, and water. Wetokole can handle everything your lifestyle demands. And when it's time to relax, you know you've made a smart investment. No matter what your lifestyle, Wetokole has you covered. Up next on Island Driver TV, a sweet ride brought to you by Napa Auto Parts.
Hi, my name is Michelle, and this is my sweet ride. This is my Honda S2000, and this is what I've done to it. The first thing I did was add this carbon fiber. It was $500. I lost a few pounds on my car. I invested $3,000 on these Rigomaster wheels with work lug nuts, which is also $150. I added Megan suspensions, which causes my car to go lower with Airwalker lip. By the way, I have a twin sister. We're both in SMG. When I got the car, it was 200 horsepower. When I modified it with my team, Sexy Monkey Garage, it's about 250 now. I'd like to thank my team, SMG, Sexy Monkey Garage. Although we're twins, I drive a Lexus and she drives the Honda. I hope you like my sweet ride. Aloha!
This segment sponsored by Napa Auto Parts Hawaii with 38 store locations statewide.
Can I help you?
Do you have a replacement for this oxygen sensor?
Oh, yeah. Watch this. Hey, Rick, what do you think?
Zirconium dioxide, 5-wire. Yeah, we got that. That's part number 24302.
What aisle?
Third.
Shelf?
Second. From the bottom.
That's like a superpower, like a strange and specific superpower.
I heard that.
Let me get that for you.
Thank you, Rick.
You're welcome.
Quality parts,
Helpful people.
that's Napa know-how.
On the